Hello, ladies and gentlemen. North Pole Hoops. We've had a wonderful third session up to this point, ladies and gentlemen, but we've hit the ending. We've hit the final game of the day. We've had games in Calgary. We've had games at King's Christian. We had some all the way in Fort Erie. But in the end, it all comes back here to the playground as Alex Goljevic starts off the game exactly how I wanted to see it. Hi, I'm Julian Quintero Verano, and we're going to tune in as number 2 in the country, 5-0, Polaris Prep take on Lincoln Prep. Lincoln, they're missing quite a few players, quite a few people are injured for this side based out of Toronto, but I will say they're still going to come out and give it all they can to try to stop Polaris Prep from advancing to 6-0. Out there right now for Polaris Prep, we do have Alex Goljevic. He's joined by Cohen Bell, joined by Stefan Susic, Jaden Igbina, and of course, number 21 from Italy, Eduardo Bonivento. Right there, Igbina with the bucket to make it a 4-0 game. And we'll see how Lincoln Prep can respond to that. Lincoln Prep fighting through here. Pass intercepted there by Goljevic. Polaris going the other way. Susic brings it in, dumps over to Bonivento. Bonivento called for a travel. His bucket won't count. Lincoln Prep will get set up. And out there for Lincoln Prep, they are missing a couple dudes, but out there for them at this moment in time, number 10. They got Dante Tanari, apologies. He's been sick the last couple days. Seeing him back is always wonderful. Judah Price-Knoll is going to be a key contributor for this team as well, along with Tyree Ward, George Hawa, and the last person on this team, number 1, Jalen Simmons. And Jalen Simmons is going to have to take on a large set of scoring, or at least someone on this team is going to have to step up, because 3 crucial players are missing for this Lincoln Prep team here early. Asael Kasongo, one of the big men of the team, a prime player for him at all levels. He is, well, he's missing this game. He's a DNP. He's joined by Joseph Botembo on the DNP list, and the last player on the DNP list, arguably the most important one of the potential MVP players for this NPA season, one of the best players that we have in the league, Alessandro Acosta Reyes, also known as Lights. He's missing today. Driving in here, step back, number 8. He takes the shot right there, but Price-Knoll not able to do much there. Simmons drives in, fades around the free throw line, draws the foul. Simmons here makes his trip to the line. Didn't get the bucket, but he will be here doing what he can. Simmons gets the free throw here to make it 5-1. Goljevic passes out to Hall to break out. Igbina inside. Igbina back to Alex Goljevic. Goljevic back to Igbina here on this left wing, trying to find someone potentially who flares. Or is Igbina going to keep it? He's going to drive inside. Great spin move, attack to the hoop. Jaden Igbina with a wonderful drive to the basket to tack on 2 more for Polaris. Simmons covered by Bonivento, waiting here for Ward to set the screen. Susic, great coverage here. Simmons now going to have to get over to Ward. Ward drives inside on Susic, going to have to spin, smothered, not able to get it. Still a fight for the ball here, and it will be Igbina who pulls it in. He quickly gets it over to Hall. Hall tips past there. It's going to be picked up by Hawa. Hawa to Simmons here. Lincoln Prep trying to respond, trying to get something here. He kicks out to the corner. Open here is, it's going to be Price-Knoll. Once again, apologies for the stutter there, but Judah Price-Knoll couldn't capitalize on it. Goljevic takes it to the hole. Drop pass to Susic. His mid-range jumper won't go. Igbina gets the board, but gets called for the push-off here. Lincoln Prep will be the ones to gain possession. And Lincoln Prep, as I said, it's been a tough start to the season for them. I got to chat with their coach ahead of this game. And the one thing he told me is we are quite injured right now. This isn't going to be the team that you're going to see come March. Expect better things from us come March, come playoffs. We'll be fully healthy by then. Simmons strips it out of Susic's hand, who had the breakaway. And now it'll be Price Knoll out to Hawa for three. George Hawa with the first field goal of the day for Lincoln to cut it to 3. Goljevic picked up by Hawa. He tries keeping it safe, but he's not able to do that. Can't keep it in bounds. Polaris will be getting an inbound here. Bonivento inbounding. Goljevic cuts out. Ends up in the hands of Goljevic. He pauses, gets it over to Bonivento. Bonivento straight to the hole. Reverse lane, not able to do so. It's grabbed by Teneri. And now it will be Hawa. Hawa to Price Knoll. Price Knoll, slippery there for a moment, able to maintain it again. Out to Teneri. Teneri right to the hoop. Contact, not able to get it. Rebounded here by Hall. Hall will be the one to bring it up. He finds Bonivento here on this right wing. Toss inside of Susic. Whistle goes, and it will be on Tyree Ward. Foul on him, trying to guard the monstrous Stefan Susic. And Stefan Susic, a great NPA player. Maybe NBA player, who knows? But Stefan Susic, 7'1" out of Montenegro, a very talented big man here, making his way over to NPA this year. Simmons slides in, trying to inbound, get the steal there. But Lincoln able to capitalize, tack on 2 with that one right there. Makes it 9-4. Price Knoll out of the cutting Simmons. Said Price Knoll steps back. Can't get it there. He'll be rebounded by Igbina. He gives it over to Bonivento. A lot of ball movement here. Goljevic, the one who picks it up. Spin move inside, flips it over to Susic. Magical pass there from Goljevic. And Stefan Susic with the cleanup to make it 11-4. Simmons, big drive inside, gets those 2 points right back with the floater after the hop step. Goljevic passes up to Hall. Hall driving in, backdoor cut to Bonivento. He gets the reverse lay there, and Polaris starting to score at will. Simmons beats his man, going right to the hole. Hall gets a shot in there. Susic grabs the board away. They're gonna have to be separated here for a moment as Lincoln get a chance to inbound. Hawa will be the one to inbound. Finds Simmons. Jalen Simmons waiting for someone to curl. No one does. Tenari cuts out in front. Price Knoll going to be the one that gets liberated here towards his right-hand side, but Simmons going to be sizing up. He pulls up from deep. His three-pointer won't go. It's grabbed by Susic. He gives it over to Goljevic. Polaris leading the charge the other way. Goljevic finds Susic. Right back to Goljevic. He gets a pump fake in. 1-2. Double pump fake there. Gets it to Igbina now. Igbina finds Susic. He pulls up from the elbow. High bounce, not able to grab it. And it'll be Hawa with the board. Simmons going right at Bonivento. Inside, a 1-2 step, draws the contact. And free throws will be coming here now for Jalen Simmons and this Lincoln Prep team. Polaris Prep going to be preparing some substitutions. And from what I'm seeing, it's going to be Budak Kudakai, Cohen, Bell, and Misha Atakan. Kudakai going to stay out a little bit longer while Atakan and Bell make their way in. First one here for Simmons. He's not able to convert. Next one to come here for Simmons. Free throw hits for Lincoln. It'll be an inbound here for Polaris. Igbina trying to inbound, gets it into Bell. Bell tells him to clear out. He's got it. Move up the court. Sets up a play. Covered by Hawa. Bell to the hole, kicks out to the corner. It's Goljevic. He's open for a chance. Can't get his second three of this first quarter. Igbina gets it slapped out of his hand. Not able to hold on as Polaris will get a chance to inbound here. Kurakai will now make the check in. He'll coming in for Cohen Hall. Timeout has been called here, ladies and gentlemen. 13-7 is the score. We'll be right back here as we still got plenty first quarter action to come. Inbound again here. Polaris, Igbina flips it over to Misha Atakan. Atakan trying to get something going here. Pauses, back to Igbina. He drives in, spin move. Jaden Igbina puts the acrobatics on display, and a great footwork there to get that bucket. Now Simmons wanting to get something going. Price Knoll flares, gonna get the ball now. Price Knoll gives to Hawa. Hawa thinks about the jumper, will now give it over to Taneri. Taneri, elbow jumper on the mid-range, can't get it, and Bell will be the one to come down with it for Polaris. Misha Atakan spin move inside, gets the bucket to go. Polaris really piling it on now, 10-point lead for him. Jalen Livingstone out there, by the way, he subbed in here during that timeout, and getting ready to come in will be, wow, my eyes do deceive me, it is Jason Ubona. Shot up and one. Book it there for Jalen Livingston. Has one more to come here. Great to be able to see. Subs to be made. Hawa comes out, and it'll be Uboho coming in. Free throw hit. Lincoln cut it to 7. Bell hands off to Goljevic. He tells him to clear out, to get moving. He's trying to put a move here on Price Knoll. Trying to get something going. Gets through the contact. And the bucket goes. Alex Goljevic. Using every trick in the book to get to the basket. And he tacks on 2 for good measure. Free throws coming. And Goljevic gets it to go there to make it 20-10. Taneri drives in, pulls up from the elbow, can't. Apologies, puts up from the short wing, can't. Goljevic swing on out to Kurakai. His three-pointer won't fall. It's rebounded by Igbina, but he's over the back there, gets called for it. Now subs making their way in for Polaris. We're seeing Jack Noonan. He's going to be coming in, and joining him on the way in is going to be Mateo Pesinovsky. Pesinovsky will be coming in for this Polaris team. And based off of it, we'll be getting free throws for Lincoln Prep. Simmons will want to take it. One dribble, Simmons' first free throw, he sinks it. Next one to come, sinks it as well. 21-11 the score, just over 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Noonan, covered by Bryce Knoll. Bryce Knoll putting in the work here. Pass inside, it'll be Bell. Stolen here by Bryce Knoll. Great awareness. To his left, he has someone. To his right, he has someone, but he says, I'm taking it myself. Isn't able to convert with it. And now the other way around, it will be Polaris. The lay-in comes in for Cohen Bell. And the guard out of Guelph with the make. Simmons now, cross court over to Livingston. Livingston moving around. Dump inside to Teneri. Teneri tried finding Simmons outside, stolen by Noonan. He goes all the way, lays it in. And Polaris capitalize on that one to make their point 12. When you try combining the words lead and 12, you get Tweed, which only exists on jackets, but that's besides the point. Floater here for Bryce Knoll, not able to get it. Atakan the one with the board. Polaris lead the way. Noonan to Atakan, back to Kudakai. Kudakai thinks about a three, instead gets over to Noonan. Out to Misha Atakan, his three-pointer wide open. Not able to get it, it's slapped out. Pass over once more, swatted by Teneri, but Atakan gets it, he misses, he gets his own board, goes up. Fourth time's the charm on that possession, and Atakan with the bucket. Atakan feeling himself a little bit, but gives the thumbs up. He's doing A-okay. No worries whatsoever. Subs to be made. Tyree Ward on his way back in. He's joined by Nathan Karuletwa. There we go. Nathan Karuletwa will be subbing in here now for Lincoln Prep. Simmons the one to bring it up. And a whistle comes in. They're going to check something here at the scorer's table. But in the meantime, talk about this one so far, 26-12. It's been very strong and very much in the favor of this Polaris side. They're leading big. They're doing very, very well, frighteningly so. And the big name really has been Alex Goljevic, 2 for 3, 1 for 2 from 3. He's got 6 points so far with 2 assists, 4 for 4 for Jaden Igbina, with the 4 of those being rebounds, 4 of those being points. He's been quite good so far. But now how will Lincoln respond? A deep 3 there, doesn't go. Livingston's the one who pulls it in. Second chance for Livingston, leaves it for Simmons. Simmons right to the basket, draws the contact, and a whistle goes. Jalen Simmons to a trip to the line once more. And so far, Jalen Simmons, 6 points so far, 4 for 7 from the line. Looks to add to that total now. Gets his first here at the free throw line, looks to make it 2. Second one goes a bit long. It's a fight for the board. And it will remain Polaris ball. Polaris to inbound here. They might just chew out the rest of this clock, as there is under 24 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Noonan tries getting past Simmons. Simmons not making it easy for him. Ball tipped there. It's picked up by Bell, though. Bell cutting left, trips right, pulls up from the mid-range. Clean as a whistle. Great play there from Cohen Bell. Inbound there, stolen by Bell, and he's going to go right to the basket. Gets it! And the refs say count it. Cohen Bell makes it a 30-point quarter for Polaris Prep. We hit into the second quarter here, 32-13 for Polaris Prep. They lead big over Lincoln. We'll see how Lincoln respond, and we'll see how the rest of this first half goes. We'll be right back.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
For some second quarter action, Polaris 30, leading Lincoln Prep, who only has 13 points so far. We'll see how it goes for him. The inbound right in front of our camera. Livingston finds Simmons. Simmons now lining it up. Has Livingston curl. Has the screen from Uboho. Goes up. Ball ends up straight in the air. But Simmons called for the travel as he collects his own pop out. Referee at Lincoln not very pleased with it. Kudakai to be the one to inbound here for Polaris. And to Noonan. Noonan up his left-hand side, goes behind the back. Simmons covering him. Pass goes over to Bell. Bell spins, crosses over, and a foul called there. Offensive foul on Cohen Bell. He's not pleased about that one. Simmons leaves it for Livingston. Livingston sizing up here. Has Uboho flaring, instead pauses, gives it back over to Simmons. Simmons cutting over to the right-hand side. Hop step in, leaves it over for Uboho. Uboho attack inside, fades, gets 2 points. I believe the whistle went right beforehand. We'll be seeing an inbound play coming for Polaris. Cohen Bell subs out for Cohen Hall. Simmons, great pass inside, the backdoor cut, a foul called. Nathan Karuletwa not able to convert, but he will get 2 free throws now. Chance here seeing some substitutions. Uboho comes out. Coming in will be, I want to say Price Knoll. Yes, Price Knoll checking back in. Noonan will be subbing out. Goljevic on his way in to replace him. Goljevic. He finds Paysanovsky. Inside it goes to Hall. He gets the finish. Livingston takes the screen. Covered now by Kudakai. Leaves it. Over to Ward. Ward pump faking, trying to get something here on the baseline. Spins, drives in, floats it, can't get it off the glass properly. Now Polaris is running. Goljevic bangs right, goes left. Paysanovsky. He gets the ball once more. Deep three-pointer for Paysanovsky. Can't convert it. And it'll be Price Knoll, the one who comes down with it for Lincoln. Price Knoll drives past Atakan. Pushes over to Livingston. He launches from three. It's just a bit long. Tanari trying to fight for it. Ends up not being able to corral it. Goljevic the one to come with it. And it will be Polaris on the run. Kudakai on his right-hand side. Leaves it to Paysanovsky. He finds his teammate Goljevic. Not able to convert there, but it goes back to Lincoln. Three-pointer taken, but he's out of bounds. And Carletwa's three will not be counted, even though he missed. Hand off to Goljevic. He's bringing it up here now in the middle. He finds Kudakai. Kudakai makes it go all the way to the corner. The three-pointer doesn't go. Atakan reels it in. He's able to find Hall. And a finish there from Cohen Hall to grow this Polaris lead. Turnover off a mistake here on the inbound. We will be seeing Polaris get the ball right back and a chance to inbound. A timeout has been called. These teams are going to want to regroup. They're going to want to focus up. So we'll be right back here for Lincoln Polaris very soon. We return here for this one. Kudakai to inbound here for Polaris. Goljevic catch and shoot off the inbound. Alex Goljevic makes it rain. A splash home for yet another bucket here. And it seems it was only a two. He still was on the line. Livingston sizing up. Pass over to Neri. Neri pauses. Moves it in, but the finish not able to be made for Price Knoll. 8-0. The one on defense gets the steal from Tasinovsky. Inbound coming, Simmons checks in for Livingston. Kudakai finds Goldovic, he swings it over to the corner. An opportunity squandered there by Tasinovsky. Again, Goldovic steps back, pulls up for three again. Off there on the far end of the iron, and it's now giving Polaris ball once again. Inbound comes in, back on out. Swatcon, he goes right to the net, draws contact, draws the foul. Nathakon takes 2 free throws. Kudakai doing well, hitting his first to the line. Second one to come. Great play there. Once more. Lincoln Prep want to get set here. Around it goes. Here's the hands of Toneri. Toneri finds Simmons. Simmons in the floating opportunity. Can't get it. Opportunity once more goes the way of Polaris to get that bucket. Driving in, pausing. Bryce Knoll finds Toneri. Pump fake, back and forth play there. Toneri able to connect with Tyree Ward. The free throw will be, well, coming soon with his line choices. Pesovic, Nathakon will be coming off along with Goldovic for Noonan, Suzic. First one there for Toneri. Free throw here from Toneri falls, no problem. Pass on up. It will go to Hall. He tries putting him on the poster. Can't do that. There will be free throws now for Cone Hall. Sub coming soon. Lincoln Prep. Cone Hall. Probably a recent sub here too. Coming up. Refs deliberate for a little moment. First one goes here to Cone Hall. Kudakai. Oh, not Kudakai. Paul hits that free throw there. Makes it 40-16 in favor of Polaris. Simmons on his left-hand side. He's glancing, he's waiting. He quickly leaves it on over to Hawa. Hawa. Pass to a teammate. He finds Simmons. Simmons 3-pointer short. Canary with the board. Still keeping it. Gives it back over to Simmons, but not able to hold on. And Willie comes first ball. Here we go, Noonan. Noonan finds a teammate. That play ended almost by Cohen Hall, then definitely ended by Cohen Hall. Swung on over to the side. Bryce Knoll, his midi. No, it's a three. Great bucket there. Just outside the arc for Lincoln. Out it goes. The travel called on Polaris, so we're turning it over. Once more here, pulling to Susan. She puts up the post move, gets the make. Score 2 more. Ball around the horn. Instead it ends right in the hands of number 8, Price Knoll. And Judah Price Knoll gets 2 more. Susic, up he goes, draws a foul. Some free throws. Bonivento hits both free throws. Simmons hands it off. Price Knoll, spin around. Picks it up. Can't get it to fall. Foul goes. Wait for this timeout to finish. Noonan for Polaris. Calling for over and back. Driving in Simmons. Through contact, not able to connect. Just comes down with it. He leaves it over now to his teammate. Noonan, bring it up. Makes it over to Igbina. Igbina tough try inside, lays it over to Susic. He gets it for the second chance for Susic. And only 2 free throws to come. Cycles to the rim, falls. Now the opportunity there, stolen. Jalen Simmons goes the other way, going right to the basket. And Jalen Simmons with the breakaway steal there to maybe try to start something here for Lincoln. 2 minutes remaining here in this second. Ball tossed over to Susic. Susic finds Igbina. He spins there, going right to the basket, not able to convert it. Bryce Knoll drives in, floats it up and in, no problem. Noonan trying to size up Livingston. He pass over to Igbina. Igbina going right to the basket, splits defenders and gets 2 points. Pass this way over the corner. Hawa. George Hawa steps back for 3. George Hawa gets his response there. Great finish there for Lincoln Prep. Pass goes to Igbina. Igbina finds Susic. Susic jump inside of Bonivento. And Eduardo Bonivento with the finish at the basket. Draws the contact, draws the foul, and he'll have one more to go with himself. Hand off here now to Bryce Knoll. Bryce Knoll not able to do anything there. Noonan, the one who comes down with it. Quick little throw here to the corner. Bonivento, he steps back to the side. Decides to pass it over to Pesanovsky. Picked off there by Simmons, but it's a foul. Just kidding, it's a travel that gets called. It will be turned over now to Lincoln. Shot there is tipped around. Livingston tries saving it, does, but Noonan's the one that picks it up. Besides, Livingston stepped out of bounds, so it turns over here. Polaris ball. Quick little timeout, 37.9 remains. We'll be right back here, ladies and gentlemen. It up here as we return. Noonan tries to float it over to Bina, but it's last off of Uboho. So it will be Polaris inbounding. Bina had it following the inbound, goes to Noonan. He gets called for a travel though. Up goes on the float, but a whistle was called. Simmons, the recipient of it. Free throws coming here for Jalen Knoll. It's been an interesting game so far for Knoll. 11 points, leading his team in scoring. Most of it's been done at the charity stripe. Isn't able to hit it. Susic comes down with it. Slowing it down here is Benevento. Noonan trying to get something going here. Simmons going for a steal. Noonan able to spin out of it. He loses it. Livingston's the one who pulls it in. Livingston quick little pass over here to Price Knoll. He goes right to the basket, and there goes Judah Price Knoll with 2 points here right before the halftime whistle. It's going to be 54-33 as we enter the half here. A lot of basketball still to go. Can Lincoln Prep mount it back? We'll have to see. We'll be right back.
My name is Silky Sullivan. Who's missing is my wife, the second half of DNV Chill Cryo Wellness Spa, Verona Sullivan. We started this company, DNV Chill Cryotherapy Wellness Spa, about going on 5 years ago. We felt the need for athletes to have recovery and pain management at sporting events. Technology that we have, the device that we have, we are able to spray athletes before they play, during halftime, and after they play, because it's nothing but 60 to 90-second sessions. It reduces inflammation, it reduces swelling, it eliminates muscle soreness. It's very efficient and it's very powerful. Anywhere that they're playing a high level of basketball, they're gonna need recovery. And I must say, this is my first time in Canada. Of course, I watched the SGA, the OKC won the championship, but for me to see with my own eyes, these kids I'm very impressed. I told Tyreek that I'm very impressed with the level of play that they're playing out there. With that being said, they playing long games. Like I tell kids, you have to recover like you practice and play. They're playing every day, they're practicing every day, and they're training every day. So you have to let your body recover. And so I figure that this is something that we could come up here and help them with, and they could also help us, and we can help each other, man.
We have created drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
This season,
We are hydrated in the sports drink of the UFC. Oh, that's good.
been sleeping tons of. Wake up, wake up. Wake up is a new day, new era. Lights on, game loud, move clearer. They slept too long, now the storm got nearer. Wake up, look in the mirror. Wake up, you feel that shift in the air. Stardust burn, old crew in the flare. What's gonna shake when the dreamers declare? Wake up, we already here. Wake up, wake up. Cold floors, no name on the list. We built from the shadows, can't sleep on this. Every miss was a spark, now the flames exist. Universe are aligned, can't resist the twist. They hit snooze while we built in the dark. Now we run plays with celestial law. From the north to the world, hear the engine start. Wake up, we igniting the spark. This the moment when the lights flip.
Ottawa, the heart of Canada, where the cities come together. From the canal to the parliament, the capital isn't just a place, it's a proving ground. The energy hits different here, where East meets West, where English meets French. Where the NPA Eastern Conference is forming, the capital is where regions will collide, where stories will be written, and where legacies are made. The Capital Showdown. Let's see who really runs Canada. We return here for some second half action. Polaris Prep will be inbounding. Bonivento passes it over to Igbina. Igbina, incisive pass to Goljevic. Goljevic loses control there, but that's because he had pressure on him. Reach and foul done. Picked off there by Goljevic. Lincoln Prep wanted to get set. Goljevic behind the back pass. Stolen by Livingston. He dives on the ground. Can't get it out. And it will be Polaris ball. Inbound play for Polaris. Up it goes Igbina. Tossed on over. Inside the ball, passes Susic. Susic to Igbina with the finish. Simmons drives inside, draws the contact, draws the foul. And Jalen Simmons, if there's one thing that he's been electric at today, it's drawing the fouls. He's been getting to the line with great efficiency today. Livingston floats it up, gets the make there. The drive here for Benevento gets the make. Bonivento. Livingston gets it quickly over to Simmons. Simmons glancing around. Picked up here, passes it on over to Tournay. Whistle goes, foul done on Dante Teneri. Inbound coming here for Lincoln. Inbound gets stolen there. Goljevic the one leading the charge. He has Igbina. Decides to take it himself, the reverse lay. Great drive there from Alex Goljevic to improve this Polaris lead. Livingston. Pass to Teneri. Dante Teneri trying to break his way inside, pauses there. Goljevic reaches his hand into the cookie jar, almost gets a steal, doesn't. Simmons drives in, pulls up, swings it across, it's tipped. I mean, I saw it tipped, maybe it wasn't. Polaris will be the ones given possession. George Hawa coming on. And coming off, we will be seeing Jalen Simmons. Takes the wrap off his hand, seems quite upset. But we'll see what ends up happening now with Hawa checking in on defense. Bonivento slides there, trying to collect himself, causing him to lose the ball. And now Lincoln Prep go the other way. Ward sizing up, Goljevic goes right at him, and the lay won't go. That one was last off of Cohen Hall. It will be Lincoln Prep ball. Inbound still coming in here. Lincoln wanting to get set. They're wanting to make some noise. They got to get something going now if they want to come back in this game. 6:54 remains. Inbound comes into Livingston. Back over to Ward. Pump it. He loses control of the ball. And now Polaris get a chance to attack and grow their lead. Alex Goljevic. Pass to Susic. He gets the midi to fall. Nice little bounce there for Susic. Goljevic. Gets beat there by Bryce Knoll. He takes it straight to the hole. Great little bucket there from Lincoln Prep. Now Goljevic attacking Livingston. He finds Susic. Susic decides to pull up here from three. It's short. Picked up here by Bryce Knoll. Reach in there from Susic. Bryce Knoll draws the foul. Livingston finds Bryce Knoll. And now Lincoln Prep get a chance to properly do it again. Livingston sizing up, pass over to the corner. It's Hawa for three. High bounce off the rim, rebounded by Hall. Polaris. Goljevic once again leading his offense down. The big point guard goes right to the basket. A foul gets drawn there. But it wasn't during a shooting motion. He was on the ground, which means we'll be seeing a Polaris inbound now. Susic finds Hall. Hall kicks it over to the corner. It's going to be Goljevic again for three. High bounce, no go. Tip in from Susic isn't valuable either. Not able to get that one to go. Bryce Knoll for Lincoln Prep. Needs someone to come flare. Does get it there with Taneri. Taneri drives in high. Bounce off the glass, won't go. Polaris the other way. Bonivento just pulls up in the transition. Can't get it. Taneri. Pass out to Livingston. Livingston thought about swinging it over to Ward, but Ward just wasn't open long enough. Livingston calls for a screen from Taneri. Cuts to the right, takes it right to the basket, to the teeth of the defense. Doesn't get the make. It's rebounded by Hall. Polaris head again. Ball up to Bonivento. He draws contact, but gets called for the travel. And it will be going the other way. Polaris started celebrating. They were happy. They thought that it was a travel call that went their way. Instead, well, they thought it was a foul ball that went their way, but instead, the travel hits. Lincoln Prep will be getting a possession next. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, following this quick timeout. We return here now. Livingston the one bringing it up. Price Knoll sizing up here. Attacking Atakan. Loses the ball. Goljevic with the steal. He leads the charge. Goljevic decides to leave it to Bonivento. Bonivento flings it back over to Kudakai. Kudakai to Bonivento. To Goljevic, apologies. He waves off Bonivento. That's what I meant there. Goljevic right to the basket. Scoop on the lane. Can't get it. Bonivento second chance. Off the back of the rim. No fall. Ball swung on over to Taneri. Taneri to Livingston. Back to Taneri. He lets it fly. Doesn't get the three to go. Rebounded by Bonivento. He passes it over to Goljevic. Alex Goljevic slows it down here a little bit. Goljevic with the swing over to Hall. Back to Goljevic. Goljevic pulls up from three. It's short. Fighting for is Hall and Price Knoll. And we're going to be seeing 8-0 make his way into the game. Has it, lose it to Atakan. Atakan to Hall. Hall goes up, no go. Kudakai picks it up. Back to Bonivento. He pulls it up right before the shot clock. Able to get it to hit the rim, but it won't be a play that they're rebounding again. Taneri. Gets it back to the top. Ward leading the way here on this left wing. Trying to dance past Hall. Leaves it to Price Knoll. Price Knoll taking baseline, losing the ball here for a moment. Flips it back over now to Ward. Ward attacks the basket. Can't get the make. Atakan leads the break here for Polaris the other way. Beats one. Tosses it over to Bell. Bell out to the corner. It will be to Hall. Hall. Pump fake drive in. Flip over to Bonivento. Bonivento pulls it in. But a whistle goes. .303 remain here. George Hawa steps off the court here. He's subbed himself out. Coming in will be for Lincoln Prep. It will be number 4, Nathan Karuletwa. Price Knoll has Karuletwa to his left. Shoots to go to his right to Ward. Ward, a pump fake, drives in, pausing, fades away here with a tough mid-range shot, but he gets the tough midi to fall. Polaris. Whistle goes here, a little bit of confusion. And Polaris just gonna get asked to redo the inbound? No, violation there on the inbound. They're trying to figure that out, but either way, it will be Lincoln Prep here with a chance to attack here. Karuletwa with the inbound. Karuletwa looking around, pass it over to Price Knoll. Price Knoll pressured all the way back to half court, but he's going to try to attack Burak Kudakai. Goes in, one move, floats it up and in. Judah Price Knoll with the make. Quick breakout here for Polaris. Again, they're going to want to do everything they can. Makes his way to Atakan on this right wing. He pauses, shovels over to Bell. Bell drives in through contact, splits the defenders, and isn't able to get the make, but does draw the foul. 2 free throws imminent for Polaris. Breaking out here again is Lincoln. Up it goes, and in it goes for Price Knoll. He tacks on another one. 68-44 the score here with 2 minutes remaining in the third. goes Kudakai. It's tipped, and he will be going the other way here. It grazed off of him, says the referee. It will be Lincoln ball coming in. Pushing up here, Bryce Knoll. Bryce Knoll drives around, leaves the pass inside to O. O tries kicking it out, but gets called for the travel. And it comes Polaris, leading the way here. Flips on over, Budak Kudakai, 4-3, high bounce off, catches, sets it up, flips it back on over. Not able really to do much with that. Trying to find his teammate on the backdoor cut, can't connect with him. Three-pointer, Bryce Knoll lets it fly, gets that one to fall. Big bucket there. And a timeout gets called there. We will be right back here for the remainder of the third. Yep. We return here now. Polaris wanting to get something going. They haven't really had much here in this early going, but it will still be nice to see in this element. They trail by 21. Back to Atakan. Bell bringing it up, but it gets called for a travel here. Lincoln Prep get the ball back again. Bryce Knoll attacking to the left, has to fade back out, needs to find someone. Karuletwa, the one that has it. Karuletwa drives into the lane, pauses, has to pull up from the elbow, isn't able to get it. Bryce Knoll tried pulling it in, couldn't. But now Bell, the one with it for Polaris, going in, flips it over to the corner. Three-pointer here, high bounce off, doesn't go for Polaris. Pass up to Ward. Ward doing what he can, floats it, can't, gets his own miss, goes back up with it again. That time he doesn't convert either. Atakan, the one who gets it, plays it out to Hall. Hall picked up by O. He swings it over to Bell. Bell also to calm down. We got 13 seconds. Right here, final possession probably gonna go here. Hall gets stripped, still gonna be loose. Kudakai has it, launching for three. It's short, and it goes out of bounds, and that will be the end of the third here. 68-47 is the score. We'll see if Lincoln Prep can come back in the final 10 minutes of this game. Don't go anywhere.
new era of basketball. They doubted you. They overlooked you. They didn't believe in you. But now, everything changes. No more sidelines. No more being underrated. No more sleeping. It's time for your game to speak. NPA to travel the world. We've connected with the top players. We've built this stage. And now, it's time. Time for the game to rise. Time for you to rise. Time for the basketball world to wake up. Welcome to the new era of basketball.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do tracksuits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to game.
We're back here. Quick little cut from the Arete Threads ad. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, proud sponsor of North Pole Hoops, Arete Threads. They keep our refs, they keep our players, they keep our staff looking very nice, looking very clean. Be sure to check out Arete Threads, proud sponsor of North Pole Hoops, for all your basketball apparel and more. So be sure to check that out. Also to shout out some more sponsors of ours. We got DMV Chill. They help keep our athletes nice, cool, relaxed, and that's why you see players like Polaris, for example, right over here. They look so calm and collected. A big element of that is because of the support we have from DMV Chill. They will be throughout our major sessions. Next big one going to be our Ottawa session. So if you're around Carleton University, big ups to them for supporting the session. From January 31st to February 1st. It's going to only be a 2-day thing, and it's going to be up in Ottawa, and it's going to be fantastic to see. So be sure to check that out on the North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, North Pole Hoops socials throughout the rest of the month. So that'll be fun to see, especially with this session, session 3 of NPA and WNPA coming to a close. Lincoln Prep, they have a long mountain to climb as they trail by 21, but they'll do everything they can to try to pull it back. Right there, a steal was gone for there for Ward, but he just wasn't able to corral it. Polaris once again with a chance. Atakan trying to get open. Bell trying to get open. He's the one that receives it. Cairo Letwa, the one to guard him. Kudakai, his shot wayward. Price Knoll picks it up. He slows it down. He wants to make sure he attacks this the way it wants to be. Taneri, the one who has it. Flipped back. Pass goes over to the corner. It's 8-0. 8-0. Flips it over to Ward. Ward pump fakes there. Fades back for 3. No, he's not going to take it. Has 5 more seconds here on the shot clock. He needs a shot. Bounce to Taneri. Taneri, deep mid-range shot. Gets that one to go. And Lincoln Prep are within 20. It might sound crazy. It might be a fever dream. But anything can happen. And we know that these boys have been playing with heart. That being said, Polaris immediately goes the other way. Hard drive by Cohen Bell, and the Guelph native scores 2 and tacks on 1 more to go if he converts his free throws. Subs being made here. Stefan Susic and Jaden Igbina going to be subbing on for this Polaris team. It was a miss, but then it goes up, blocked by Taneri. Great play there as Lincoln Prep not only get the missed free throw, but force a turnover with the block. Price Knoll wants to get set. He splits 2 defenders. How did he manage to get through that? Isn't able to convert the shot, but that would have been a beauty in footwork. Bell, drive around, quick little push on over to Noonan. He finds Bell. Bell pausing, launching for 3, short on the iron. And Igbina's going to rebound it. Back to Noonan. Noonan able to give it to Goljevic. Goljevic pays back and forth with Susic. Tries getting it back to Susic. He gets it, but gets called for the foul here on his shot. It's Stefan Susic who will be making a trip to the free throw line. Jalen Simmons will be checking in now. It seems he'll be coming in for Ward. Susic hits his first, misses his second. Lincoln Prep want to get something going. Simmons, the master of getting to the line, tried finding Owen. The corner wasn't able to connect with him. Now Polaris will head the other way. It seems we're having a little bit of an issue with the ball. It has disappeared, it seems. There's only so far a magical ball can travel when it travels into the realms of the bleachers. Noonan off to navigate an expedition to find the ball. That one's going to be quite funny. They got the ball. There we go. It's all going to be all right there. Goljevic, the one bringing it forth, is going to pass it over to Bell. Let's see if the mystical adventure of the ball blessed it with some magic abilities, and will Polaris be able to take advantage of it? Goljevic for three, channels the energy, hits a big three, and despite the delay, Polaris remain unfazed. Drive in by Price Knoll. He gives it over to Taneri. Taneri sizing up Igbina, has to flip it over to Price Knoll. He launches for three, can't get that one to go. Bell stripped by Simmons. Simmons with a great play there, trying to go to the basket, hit while trying to go up for contact. Noonan not pleased with it. But two free throws coming for Jalen Simmons. Pass inside, it's loose. Polaris able to capitalize on it. Quick pass over Igbina inside. And it will be turned over. Lincoln Prep, hard attack there, and Price Knoll tried passing it to Simmons. It bounced off a leg. Bell tells him to calm down before swinging it quick all the way over to Igbina. Igbina finds Goljevic. Goljevic here, covered by Simmons. Simmons entry pass to Susic. Susic decides to put the post work to work. Not able to do much there. It's rebounded. Outlet now to Simmons. He's going to go up with it, and it's almost clapped against the glass by Bell, but Simmons gets 2 points very, very calmly. Noonan pauses, gives it over to Bell. Bell tosses to Susic. Susic finds Noonan again. He gives it to Goljevic. Goljevic straight to the hole, right to the basket, gets the make. And Alex Goljevic, in my opinion, he's been the player of the game so far for Polaris. 76-52 the score. Simmons drives in, blocked by Susic. Susic, quick little toss on over to Noonan. That finds Goljevic. Whistle goes. So we will see a substitution. Igbina comes on here for Bonivento. Igbina seems to have a little limp, so that might be why he came off. Be sure to check it. We're going to have a short timeout here We'll see what they say about Jaden Igbina and how it ends up going for this Polaris team for the remainder of this fourth. We'll be right back. Goljevic, he's able to bring it up here quickly. Polaris back after that timeout. Ball makes its way over to Bell. Susic pulls up here on the midi, not able to convert. Out to the corner, here it goes. Pausing for a moment is Uboho. Uboho to Taneri. Taneri finds Bryce Knoll. Bryce Knoll drive inside, has to get out to Uboho. Uboho for three, gets that one to fall! Jason Uboho with the make for Lincoln. Just under 5 minutes remain, and I mean, who knows where it ends up going for him, but that's gonna be nice and enjoyable. Over here on the sideline, you can see Gabby Marash. And Gabby Marash, by the way, star point guard for Kings Christian Collegiate, home of where we played this session for WNPA, so shout out Kings Christian. And Gabby Marash had a commitment to Long Island. And speaking of long range three there for Alex Goljevic. So that's gonna be another little dagger for the hearts of Lincoln fans at home, making this comeback even more hard. That ball came right at me. Luckily it hit the post before it ended up hitting me, so that was A-okay. Turned over by Lincoln. Alex Goljevic subs out here. Big subs here for Polaris as they get set. Chance here for Lincoln the other way, but they ended up not really doing much with it. Polaris, second opportunity. Waiting here, refs conferring. Is this going to be free throws? Was he fouled on it, or was it just out of bounds? And it will be free throws. Dante Taneri. First one falls for Taneri. Next one to go. High bounce off, can't get it. Misha Atakan pulls it in. Now he brought it by Noonan. Noonan trying to attack. He feeds his teammate Mateo Pejsinovic. Pejsinovic with a big three there. Lovely to see from him. Simmons. Simmons dribbling here hard, going right to the lane, flips it all the way to Price Knoll somehow. Teneri has it, needs to get the shot up high, bounce off the rim. They're fighting for it. Altacon's the one who gets it. Splits the defender, tries to drive, splits two more, goes right to the basket, can't get it. Put back, not successful. Livingston now to Simmons. Simmons drives in. Nice little cool and calm and collected as he floats it up. Kisses the bottom of the net, no problem. Other end, Polaris hard attack there. Hall drive to the hoop for a foul. And free throws on the way. Chance again, the free throws go. They get 83-58, 84-58, apologies, in favor of Polaris. Simmons whips across, it's Uboho. Uboho trying to figure something out here, doing what he can, can't find his teammate, it's turned over. Hall finds Noonan. Tipped by Simmons on the exit, but it will still be picked up here. Paysanovsky, apologies, Paysanovsky is his name. I butchered that one. Bonivento drives in, spin move, gets set, scoops it up and scoops it in. 2 more points for Polaris. They're really humming like a well-oiled machine. Blocked by Noonan, Price Knoll's 3. Now Noonan going the other way. Pass over to Bonivento. He goes up and he gets fouled by Price Knoll. It's been a brutal game here for him. Free throws coming for Bonivento. And we take a look here for the top performers of the day. 20 points, 3 assists, 4 steals for Alex Goljevic. He was nothing short of electric. Misha Altakan, by the way, 4 points only, but 9 rebounds. Great on the glass for him. Jaden McBeena tacked on 7 on the boards. Great to see from him. Cohen Hall, by the way, 10 rebounds, 12 points, 6 assists. Very all-around performance from him. And 13 points for Stefan Susic in this one as well. Ball kicked to the corner. It's Aiden 0 for 3. High bounce off the rim, can't convert it. Noonan almost gets stripped, but is able to maintain his composure. Gets it over to Paysanovsky. Paysanovsky was able to continue that play inside, and it's Hall who started the play, the one who finishes the play. From inbounds to finish on the other end, it's 90-58 in favor of Polaris. Simmons takes inside, steps back, tries throwing it over to Livingston. Livingston splits defenders, loses it though to Noonan. Noonan gets the steal. Noonan back and forth with Bonivento, goes up with the lay, and Polaris able to get it, no problem. Just over a minute remains. Simmons lets it fly from 3. Jalen Simmons with the finish. Atakan finds Noonan. Whistle goes here, reaching on Simmons. Chance to Atakan inside, feigns one way, gets the defender on the ground. And that's 2 more points for Polaris. They're really letting it fly. Simmons sidesteps her 3, draws the foul, and 3 free throws on the way here for Lincoln. Second free throw on its way now. Not able to get it. Third free throw coming now for Jalen Simmons. And like I said, Jalen Simmons, the one thing he's done today is get to the free throw line. He's done that at a very high efficiency. He's shot 17 free throws. Out it goes now to Hall. Chance there, Cohen. Hall passes to Bonivento, who gets fouled. Polaris with an opportunity here. Just over a shot clock cycle remaining in this. First one falls. Second one here goes as well for Bonivento. And Simmons bringing it up. He might just play it calm. Who knows? Waste of time remaining. But he gets a chance for a three. Lets it fly high. Rebound chance. No go. Hall pulls it down. And he doesn't want to run it up. He's just going to pass it over to Atakan. Atakan going to hold on to it. He's going to let it be. And that will be the end of this one. Final score, 96-61. Big way here, a blowout to end session 3 in NPA. Polaris moves on to 6-0. And the conversations of them being proper title contenders are well and truly underway. We'll be right back with the interview to close out the game here with the player of the game, Alex Goljevic, ladies and gentlemen. So we will see you very shortly. We'll be right back. Self?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're good here. Ready? All right, we're back here with Alex Goljevic. Fantastic game. First off, to start off with your individual performance here. 20 points, over 50% from the field, 4 steals. How are you feeling following that performance?
I mean, it was good to get 2 good team wins over the weekend. We've been working mainly on ball movement and being loud in defense. So this was just mainly team basketball. My teammates put me in a great position to be myself, play my game. So thanks to them.
You guys play a fantastic brand of basketball. You guys move on to 6-0 on the season. Great start so far for you all. Currently number 2 in the standings in NPA. How are you guys feeling following such a hot start to the year?
Feeling good, but we're not really worried about standings or anything. We're just focused on the next game, getting at it on practice, and then getting ready for the playoff.
Yeah, and finally, you guys, as you mentioned, a lot of the players here, we've seen it. You guys have coming from Montenegro. You have guys coming from Italy. In your case, you come all the way from Serbia. I wanted to ask, how has the transition been from European ball all the way to Canadian ball?
It's been pretty tough at the beginning, but once I got used to the faster pace basketball, running up and down, players being more tough, so it's been good. Once I get used to it, it's been good.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you.
Great game from you.
Polaris
moves on to 6-0 on the season. How will they fare against Royal Crown? How will they fare against Fort Erie? They're with the big boys now, and that's the end of NPA Session 3. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone at home. I've been Julian Quintero Verano, and you have a great rest of your night. See ya.